Yeah, who could forget 2003? Have you forgotten already?
It's only 20 years.
I gave my SME
Yeah.
to Paul Nicholas's Hook in Peter Pan.
Yeah.
What a fucking experience that was.
I bet.
And you know what? Something happened during that pantomime performance that has been stolen by other comedians. And I know it has.
Okay.
Because we're on stage and after Christmas, you sort of get the school runs in and they're hard work. And we had this part where we had foam bricks. So so we give the foam bricks out to everybody in the audience. And Pan says, when you see Huck and his boys, make sure to let us know and join in with the battle. It's all these foam bricks going backwards and forwards. And I went off and got a big tennis racket and was bouncing them back. It was all good fun, right? So one day he goes, boys and girls, you will let us know when Huck and his boys are here. And there was a kid on the front row. He just goes, Salford, mate. Salford don't grass. Salford don't grass. It's good. And Paul Nicholas, from Just Good Friends, massive hero. Because I love like I say, when I grew up, I loved comedy. I loved all the sitcoms. And he was great, and then not great, really? And then great, and then not great. And he I don't think he wanted to be here. I don't know, it's a bit weird. Because he's I think he's quite wealthy. He owns the UK touring rights for Evita and really? Jesus Christ Superstar and all that. Yeah, he's into all that. Greek's not Evita, that's the other guy, isn't it? And there was one day when it was in the big room and the lagoon scene, in Peter Pan. And they're all there, and I'm rowing Peter Pan. I'm rowing Hook on, and he's looking, what's going on? And anyway, we're about to go on the scene, and he's not there. I'm going, what are you going to do? You have to go on. So my line is, oh, Captain Hook, please don't leave me in here. It's so scary. And I went, it's so scary in here, Captain Hook, especially because you're not here. And he starts walking on from the other side.
Right.
He missed his cue.
Yeah.
I went, oh, you're so impressive. You can even walk on water. And then we came off, and he went fucking mad at me.
Really?
Yeah. You fucking respect Hook. I was like, mate! What are you saying? You respect Hook? I went, oh, come on, Pen. You respect Hook, yeah. Then I did.
But you'd helped him out, right?
I thought so.
You'd covered for him.
I think I got the laugh.
Though.
I got the laugh.
Yeah.
I got the laugh.
Yeah.
And then I did Snow White with Saran Jones, first job out of Panto. It's really nice. She's a bit of a mate. Warwick Davis.
Nice.
And you never refer in Snow White. You never refer to the seven dwarves as the dwarves. They're called collectively. It's beautiful. The Seven.
Right.
The Seven shall arrive on Tuesday. That's what they said. It's really nice. And John Savident, I say, Fred Elliott on Coronation Street. And there's a great bit where he goes, because he's got form, John Savident. A great story comes from Ted Robbins, who says he was doing the ITV panto. And John Savident says, Ted, when you go out and do the front of cloth patter with the boys and girls, I'd love to join in. It looks so fun. So he goes, oh, we'll do a bit of that. So Ted's doing a bit of warm-up. And he goes, boys and girls, would you like to meet Mr. Fred Elliott? And they all went, yeah. And he goes, here he is. And he walks out and he goes, hello, boys and girls. And as he walks past, he goes, I'm drying, Ted. I'm drying. And just walks off the other side. So he was doing the panto with us, and there were all these little references in the script to where he would say, I'm Baron Hardup. I say, I'm Baron Hardup. And he was not having it.
Right.
I refuse to do that. I've left that goddamn show. I'm not doing it. I'm doing this, and I'm off to Chichester. He's doing something at Chichester. I feel bad taking the piss out of him because he was a right old Mardy Queen. Yeah. And he was a terrible turn, you know what I mean? And he says, I'm not doing it. So they said, Justin, you talk to him, tell him if he gets a laugh. Yeah. And then he went, do you think they'll like it if I do it? I said, they'll love it. I mean, every part of me wanted to say, why do you think you're fucking here? You're not here because you've done Chekhov, mate. So, first date, he's got one bit, on his entrance, that's all reference, that's all he's going to do. He's going to walk in, he says, here I am, I said, here I am, right? Gets fucking huge, brings the house down. Could not stop him saying it. Every line repeated for the rest of it. He told us a great story, because you forget he's like quite old, and we're doing the tech rehearsal, so we're all sat in the stalls at the Opera House. He said, I remember here, 1963. He said, what's Jets and the Sharks, what's that thing called?
West Side Story.
West Side Story. We're all here, all the light opera societies. I'm here with Ashton Light Opera. Because I'm going to go, oh yes, of course, you were with Ashton Light Opera, weren't you? They were all there, Duckingfield Rep. They were all there. Urmston Amateurs. And we were all... It's a Swiss thing. And the curtains came up. Oh, we'd seen nothing like it. Chicken wire! Chicken wire! That's all the set was. And it was magical. But I want to be like him when I'm older.
It's interesting. It's interesting the acts who love going back. Who know that people love what they did. Who know their most famous thing, and are really happy to do it. And those acts, who got there through the thing and then that's a really interesting middle ground where you kind
It's just because you go on tour and you try and get some interviews on, Lincolnshire FM or whatever to try and flog a few tickets, and they go, I'm really sorry, is it all right if I ask you about Phoenix Nights? And I go, fucking right, just ask me anything, because I'm here to sell tickets, that's what you're doing. And I've done bits of radio and I've interviewed people, and they've gone, I don't want to talk about my 28 years on Emmerdale. I want to talk about Far From the Madding Crowd at Sale Waterside Arts Theatre. I think we'll lead into that.
But yeah, it's a better thing to
just by a side note, if you are at the Sale Waterside Theatre, you are never far from a madding crowd.
But if every time you were on, people said, we need you to paint your face.
Oh, that's said to me every single day.
Yeah, okay.
In my life. Every single day somebody mentions that to me.
Yeah.
And it never gets tiring. It doesn't. See what gets tiring on the internet, Twitter, every fat man with a beard and glasses is me. Hey, it's you. That's right. I have to lead into it a little bit. But what's beautiful now is summer is such a nice time because loads of people go on stag do's dressed as the full Phoenix Nights cast.
Right.
So they'll even go as Keith Ladd, they'll go as different variations of us. So they'll go as young Kenny when he's doing Stars in Your Eyes as a Meatloaf. They do the full thing, and it's really nice when people send you photographs. And quite early on, Neil and all of us, we went to a convention at the Phoenix Club at St Gregory's, and everybody turned up dressed up, and they looked brilliant. It's like proper Comic-Con, but set in the north of England. And there was a guy there, and he goes, I'm you. And he had the same bobble hat, and he had the tiger face perfect, the genre of the perfect Man City shirt of the era, the right fleece, everything was right. And he was pushing his wife, and she was dressed as Brian Potter. It was brilliant. I went, well, you've gone amazing here. I said, look at the details. I said, you've even got a wheelchair. He went, no. Of course. Of course.
Oh, God.